Should you draft Bo Nix in fantasy football this year? Well, let's talk about it. The question of the day, do you believe in Big Dick Nix? Let's find out. Anyway, Bo Nix is pretty cool. He was kind of undervalued coming into last year. He wasn't being drafted in most leagues, so he ended up being a waiver pickup, and damn was he a good waiver pickup if you're a quarterback-needy team. He finished last year as the QB9, and he's currently going as the QB8 and the 74th overall player. So, coming into this year, people are kind of valuing Bo Nix about where they valued him after he broke out and started being a reliable fantasy asset. So they're not expecting much more out of him. And I do think there is room for him to be more. You got to remember, last year, he was bad for 5 weeks. Like, awful. Like, no one was starting him for 5 weeks at the beginning of the season because he was a rookie and he needed time to figure it out. And after that, though, he was the QB6 in points from week 6 onwards, and that's what propelled him to that QB9 finish. So if we start to see, we're going into a year with a better offense, year 2 Bo Nix, they added Evan Ingram, they brought in J.K. Dobbins and drafted R.J. Harvey, they also drafted Pat Bryant, Marvin Mims might take a step forward, Courtland Sutton's already around and pretty good as a wide receiver. This offense could take a step forward, and with Bo Nix already having this experience under his belt, I don't think he's going to be productive from week 1 and not, productive from week 6 onward. And I think that makes him a very good asset. He also has some rushing upside, which is surprising. He wasn't coming out of college being touted as a running quarterback. Because he isn't really. But he does have some rushing upside, but it's inconsistent. Like, there was a game last year where he had 74 rushing yards, and there's a game last year where he had -5 rushing yards. So he's going to sometimes put up a little rushing upside to boost his scores. And I do think that Bo Nix, he could take a step forward. He could regress. I tend to lean towards he's going to at least be the same Bo Nix we saw down the stretch, where he's going to have games where he puts up between 14 and 17 points per game. He's going to have games where he puts up 20 plus per game, but he's also going to have games where he puts up 25. He nearly scored 30 one week. That, he does have significant Joe Burrow-esque upside, just with a little wider range of outcomes and the added risk of he's a rookie and he could, as I said, regress, but I tend to lean towards the side of he's either going to be the same or improve. And, looking at the quarterback rankings, he's going behind Burrow and Mayfield because I think they are more established pocket passers. But the main holdup for me on drafting Bo Nix is just that he's going rounds and rounds ahead. He's the 74th overall player, so he's going in, 7th round. He's going 5 rounds ahead of Drake May, J.J. McCarthy, Justin Fields, all guys who I think might have more upside because of rushing or are cheaper. And I'm a little hesitant on drafting Bo Nix just in the 8th round because I think I can get value later. So I'm going to give him a grade of a B, because I don't think he's bad, but I do think there's value later